So the House comes to questions for oral answer. Question number 1, in the name of Barbara Kuriger.
Mr Speaker, my question's to the Minister of Finance and asks, what steps is the government taking to better position the economy to manage future uncertainty?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the government has focused on stabilising the Crown's net debt position. This is a ratio of debt to national income at around 26%. Back in 2009 we said we'd try and keep it under 30%, and we want to get it down to 20% by 2020. This is 26% net debt is low relative to most other developed countries. It means that we are reasonably well positioned to cope with unexpected future shocks. This has been achieved through careful control of expenditure, through better control of new capital spending, and significantly through the very successful part sales of the government's electricity generators. We remain focused on understanding the value and drivers of operating spending and through improved discipline around asset management.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, what progress is being made in other areas to improve economic resilience?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, there's been significant strengthening in New Zealand's overall net debt to the rest of the world since 2008, our net external liability position. Statistics New Zealand recently reported that the gap in the country's net international investment position, that is the difference between our assets and our liabilities offshore, is now 62% of GDP, down from 85% in 2009, and is currently the lowest level since 1990. This is a pretty important measure for New Zealand because it's the one that one of the measures credit ratings agencies use. Our external resilience, of course, is also assisted by robust institutions such as a flexible labour market and a floating exchange rate.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Grant Robertson.
Is it correct that under his current budget, net debt will not reduce in nominal terms until the 2018-19 fiscal year?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I think that is a position outlined in the 2014-15 budget. Of course, it's ironic that we get criticised by the Labor Party for that because they opposed deeply the asset sales, which led to a significant reduction in our net debt position.
Order. Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, how are improved capital reserves in the New Zealand banking system supporting the economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I think most developed economies learnt from the global financial crisis that having a resilient banking system is pretty important to the sustainability of our households and our businesses. Banks registered in New Zealand hold more capital now than they did prior to the global financial crisis. Most banks are exceeding regulated minimum capital ratios. There has been a significant increase in bank deposits, and banks now finance more of their funding needs from New Zealanders and less of them offshore. The Reserve Bank stress testing of the banking system last year showed New Zealand banks are well positioned to withstand external future shocks, such as a significant drop in dairy prices.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, how have the government's tax policies helped to deliver improved resilience to economic shocks?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, in two ways. By focusing on a broad-based low-rate tax system, we have ensured we've been, despite economic downturn, been able to collect sufficient tax to meet our needs and to significantly reduce our deficits. And secondly, the 2010 tax package has now been shown to have increased labour market participation, supported household savings to higher levels than they would otherwise have been. And thirdly, that tax package has shown that people on higher incomes are now paying a higher proportion of the tax take than they were before we cut the top tax rate.
Question